This is Ed Puzzle Planet Earth TCI, page 41. The first image here is of the Augustine volcano in Alaska. It erupted in 2006. It is an active volcano along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Section 3. Observing patterns of volcanoes and earthquakes. Take a look at the map in figure 3, which we'll see below. This shows the location of volcanic and earthquake activity around the world. What do you notice? Volcanoes and earthquakes often occur near each other and in certain parts of the world. What would cause volcanoes and earthquakes to be concentrated in some areas and absent in others? This pattern is another clue in the search for a force great enough to move continents. Volcanic and earthquake activity produce vibrations in the ground called seismic waves. Seismic waves can be recorded with a seismograph. Starting in 1899, seismic stations were set up all around the world to monitor global seismic activity. The data was collected and analyzed. Over time, scientists discovered that most of the seismic activity on Earth occurs in narrow zones along the edges of continents and ocean basins and along island chains. Figure 3 shows the Pacific Ring of Fire, a zone of heavy volcanic and earthquake activity that surrounds the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ring of Fire is tens of thousands of kilometers long. Most of the Earth's active volcanoes and earthquakes are located there. Scientists then observed that these narrow zones of volcanic and earthquake activity appeared to divide the lithosphere into large sections. Could this be another clue? You know that volcanoes and earthquakes play an important role in changing Earth's surface. Could studying the pattern of their locations help scientists find the missing mechanism in Wegener's continental drift hypothesis? Soon you will discover what causes this pattern and how it helps to explain how continents can move. Here we have figure 3. Most of the world's volcanoes and earthquakes are located along the edges of continents and ocean basins and along island chains. The Pacific Ring of Fire is the most concentrated zone of volcanic and earthquake activity on Earth. You can see the yellow dots are the earthquakes, the red triangles are the volcanoes. It's funny how they're all, maybe not funny, but notice how they're all in the same area. They're all along the coasts and they're all along island chains. They're concentrated, which means they're all together in the same places. Look at where we live in Seattle and look at the activity of volcanoes and earthquakes there.